All right, let's get to it. What's up guys, Annastacia from Fix It Females, and today do I have a treat for you. After 6 years being off the tools, today I'm gonna show you how to do a backsplash. Come with me. So right now I'm just prepping the space. I've got some cardboard down. We just redid this kitchen, so we wanna protect everything as best as we can. I like to take some old boxes, put them together, tape them down, and then I have a movable protective surface for when I'm installing the backsplash, whichever way. Then I also have a drop cloth located on this side to cover the stove and protect every appliance we possibly can. Now, during this prep work, I like to take off these cabinet plates because I like to get as close and clean of cuts as possible. If you leave these on, then you're gonna have to cut your tile around there. Today we're dealing with a very delicate tile, so I go the extra step, take those off for a perfect preparation, and then as well as the face plates from the electrical outlets. Also, do not forget to unscrew the outlets from the wall. You wanna pull those out so that you can cut around that area, and I'll show you this step later on today. Okay, so another thing you want to do is make sure everything is level. More specifically, you want to make sure that the wall that you're working on is level. Sometimes when people come in and they do the mudding, they create like little waves if they don't go far enough with the mud. So what happens is when I put the tile down, especially with this type of tile that we're working with today, it will contour whatever shape is behind it. So I always like to take a longer level and just make sure that everything is flat and straight. In this case, it's pretty good. There are some low spots which I'll fill in as I go. Normally I do this with Durabond 20, normally I do this with sheetrock 20 or sheetrock 45, but in this case I might use the adhesive. So you also want to check the level on the countertop because this is very important that this is completely even. If it isn't, what you have to do is you have to cut the tile accordingly. In this case, we did the countertop, so we know that the countertop is perfectly level. But if it were off, you'd have to cut the tile to accommodate that unevenness or that unlevelness. Now, when I do my layout, I like to pick up the tiles from multiple boxes, just in case there's a slight difference in the dye lot. Thank you. Then this allows the eye to, mixing them up allows the colors to be less noticeable if they are from different dye lots. These are not, we ordered them from the same box, but let's say you were doing a backsplash and you ran out of tile. Then in that case, that would happen. You'd have to purchase something from a different dye lot, and then you'd want to make sure that you are mixing those tiles. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm lining up my tiles. So what I do is I put in 2 pieces of tiles on the left side, 2 pieces of tiles on the right, so I can make sure that when the tiles come together at the point that they're matching perfectly. So how I do that is I score my line here first with a level. Score it first with a speed square. It's been a while, guys, it's been a while. And then I'll mark those out, and then I save these tiles so that I can individually install those. You'll see how amazing this looks when I get to that point.
And that's it. The backsplash is done. Let us know what you guys think.
Only weirdos do that. So, but here's the thing. That was the juicy part of the sandwich. Turn it around and look at it. Who's eating that end? There's no chicken there, bro.
Then you push the meat. Bro! You push, because now when you get there, what are you going to do? Just not eat there?
I'm just not going to eat that side.
Well, why? When you could have just adjusted the meat.
You can't adjust the meat. It's a sandwich and they prepare it accordingly.
But it's squished in the wrap.
You get it how it is. You can't.
The logic is a lack of logic. That's what that is.
You have zero logic. You're 25 and you don't know life.
You bit the dry end of the bread on purpose.